So I'm 48 years old, and I am an IT director for a couple law firms in the Metro Detroit area. Well, what really brought me into the Moses method first was I was looking to get a DEXA scan done. And when I came here and I met with the team, I realized that there was so much more here than just getting a DEXA scan. And so after my first consultation, that's when I knew this is something that I wanted to do. So I started my journey with the Moses method, and the results have been great. And I felt personally over the last couple years, I've kind of been spinning my wheels. And that's really what kind of drew me into the Moses method, was to learn something new, to adapt, to really make some changes. And I've learned so much over the last year, and that's really what has driven my results. So during the past, I had the impression that I needed to work out for as hard as I can for as long as I can. And that was a problem, because what I was doing is I was exhausting myself and I was injuring myself. And what that happened there is I would stop working out. And so my progress would be interrupted all the time. I would make 8, 12 weeks in a row, and then something would happen, and then I would stop for 8 or 12, not 8, for 8 weeks or so. And that's really what prevented me from getting anywhere, just constantly exhausted or hurt and recuperating. And so the Moses method taught me that I need balance. And it's really the balance that has allowed me to make the progress that I've made so far. I mean, all of it was just so eye-opening. I really thought I was in a lot better shape than I was, and the test results really showed that that wasn't the case. My VO2 max test was in the poor category, even though I was doing cardio and things like that, and I thought I had a good cardio shape. I just didn't. My body fat was a lot higher than I ever thought it was. And I knew absolutely nothing about my metabolism. I didn't know what my resting calorie burn rate was. I had no information on that. So getting that information and understanding where I was from a structural standpoint really changed how I look at things. Yeah, so I'll talk about at first the changes that happened in my workouts, because when I started the Moses method, they really took me down several notches, and so I was doing a workout that was really easy, but it was easy because that's where my body was at, and I needed time to be able to build up to where I am now. So my VO2 max went from being a poor or fair to being on the higher end, which is superior now. I've lost 16 pounds of body fat. I did not decrease my muscle mass at all, and actually went up a couple of pounds during that period. Yeah, so the app is really what keeps me on task. I don't have to wake up and wonder, what am I going to do today? What am I going to do tomorrow? Also being able to see what my workouts are going to be for the rest of the week really helps me plan, around, what I'm doing, what my meals are going to be, everything. So it's everything all in one place. Anybody who will listen, I do tell them about the Moses method, and I want them to know that there's a way of doing things right. And if you just kind of have always done your own thing, and you've never had any professional help or any guidance or any coaching, that is key. You really need that. And I have friends that have been in the same spot that I am, and I talk to them all the time and say, listen, if you guys really want to take this seriously, there's a way forward. There's help, there's coaching, there's the Moses method.